Well, hello, City Point. It's Pastor Mike. Time for the weekly vlog. Well, we had a great week so far. It's weird when a holiday's in the middle of the week. Like the 4th was on Tuesday, and I've had my days all mixed up. But we had a great day. The 4th was a good parade with, I don't know, several thousand people lined up, and we got to hand out tons of candy and invitations to our VBS and promotional material for our Bacon Fest and for Sunshine Daycare. And it was just a good day, greeting people. I got to walk and be out in the crowd and just be nice to people, which people were so, like, I don't know if I could use the word shocked or whatever, but I would walk up to people and kind of just trying to pick out the ones who were kind of hanging back, and I would walk up and pay them a compliment. If I saw lots of girls, little sisters dressed in the same 4th of July dresses, and I would just comment on how pretty they were, and their dresses were so festive and so on, and it just blessing people. And that's what we're in the business to do, bless people. Because when you realize, people need a blessing, people are having a tough time, people are struggling, and we carry a very special gift, and we carry life. We carry Jesus, and people get all sometimes like, oh, how do I bless people, and how can I just see miracles and stuff like that, and the best way to open that door is just be nice to people, just be kind to people, smile at people, and there's this principle in the Bible that Jesus used, and he told his disciples, taught it to his disciples, and they used it as a means of how they would spread the gospel. And it has to do with what's called the person of peace. So like Jesus said, like when you go into a city, you find that person of peace. In other words, you find that person who's open, who's willing to open his home to you and help you, and you find that person of peace. A lot of people think their duty is to go in and stir up devils, or go in and find the demons in the city. What you need to do is find that person of peace. And then Jesus said, when you find that person, let your peace rest upon them, bless them, release what you have into them, because when you're a person of peace, that's a favor that God has put on your life. So let me ask you this question: who is the person of peace in your life? We use this principle in Revive. When I'm out, and about, and I've got a team with me, and we're basically doing cold turkey evangelism. And think about it, when you are approached by someone, you're somewhat defensive, you're somewhat standoffish. I get it, so I don't expect people, you walk up to them, say, hi, I'm from Revive, and they, oh, I've been waiting for you all day, I just want to get saved right now. That's just not how it works. It doesn't even happen that way in church. People come to church with walls up and defenses up, and church people come to church with walls up, and come with their mean looks, it's like, no trespassing, do not come near, do not even approach me, and scowl and all that. I don't care. I'm going to approach you, and I'm going to bless you and smile at you, and if nothing else, I hope I irritate that demon that's in you. But anyway, what was I saying? So we would go up, and what we do, I greet people, and I wait for their response. And and I know this is, you have to be sensitive to the Holy Spirit. You understand, this isn't like a hard and fast rule, because I have seen people who were really hard and cold at first, who warmed up and at a given time. But as a rule, we don't have hour upon hour. We are out to bless people, so we look for people who are blessable. And so what you do is you greet someone and then watch their response. If you wave at them, do they wave back? If you smile, do they smile back? If you say hello, do they say hello? And that's how you get a sense of if they're a person of peace. And then you bring your peace to rest on them. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we need to do in our city. We're not here to irritate people. We're not here to tick people off and get them mad at us. I mean, we do that no matter what. If you're out doing stuff for the gospel, there's always going to be that spirit that rises up in opposition to you. But we're not out hunting that spirit. We're out looking for people of peace. And when you find that person, you bring your peace, you bring what you're carrying and let it rest on them. You let it, and see here, and remember what Jesus said. If you go into a city and they don't receive you and they reject you, he said, shake the dust off your feet and move on. Just move on. And so that's what I'm talking about in this thing, and it's a tremendous principle. And and I want to ask you, to be conscious of that and look for that person of peace in your life, around your life. Maybe Terry and I have this person that we have just struck up an amazing relationship with, because we go there several times a week and get ice cream, and we know her name. We like once a week call in to the headquarters, do a survey and tell them how wonderful she is. I mean, and what and when you go in a lot of these places and you get, we just have a small ice cream cone. We're using moderation, and and they put about like this much ice cream in a little cone, and that's and that's fine. That's I mean, we're paying like 80 cents a cone for these things. And one day I gave her like a $20 tip, because I figured, like, as compared to going to Dairy Queen, I'm saving like $20 a week anyway. So I just blessed her, because the woman works like 2 jobs and is a hard worker, just a sweet spirit. I mean, she is a person of peace, and I just let my peace rest on her. We speak so affirmative and affirming of her and everything, and so we went last night, and she's working. She seems like she's always working, and trying to pay the bills and raise her family. And we get the ice cream, and I told her we had just sent in a thing and told them how wonderful you were and blah blah blah, and I'm trying to pay her for this ice cream, and she goes. No, I don't want any money. And I go, no, I want you to, I'm not expecting this. You're blessing us. And she blessed us, and didn't charge us anything. And then I just blessed her. And as I drove away, I told Terry, I said, this is a woman God's put in our life for a special reason. And I just can't wait for this story to unfold, because I'm telling you, I believe Jesus is going to do a great work here. So you see, that's what I'm talking about, is in a person of peace. Well, we go through the crowds, on Tuesday, and we're just blessing people. And I found many people of peace, people who blessed me and thanked me and just were warm and receptive. So I want you to find the people of peace around you. Bless them. Find ways to be kind to them. Find ways to be nice to them. That's your inroad for the gospel. Many people we want to preach to before we've ever even made any kind of connection or relationship to. And we need to build the bridge that we're going to drive the gospel across by being kind and being nice to people. And then when you share the gospel, it's really an affirmative demonstration of the reality of the love of God in your life, that they can say, yeah, I know there's something different about you. You're so kind to me, or you're so nice, and all of that. And so I want to encourage you to go that direction. I want to encourage you to bring kids out for next week. It's our VBS, starts Monday, and I know you've seen part of the sets, and we used part of the set for the float, and got lots of compliments on the float. and stuff. And but we need kids, and I'm hoping that lots of people from the community bring their kids. I mean, I would love to see a great number of kids. You know, we're used to having like anywhere from 60 to 80 kids, and I'm shooting for at least 100 and maybe 150. Because let's do it. And I need you to help bring your kids, and bring your neighborhood kids, and invite your relatives and families and friends to bring their kids. It's going to be a great time, and we have a great staff of people who put together a great week. And let's just reach kids and bless them, and sow a seed into them, and watch Jesus begin and do a work in our kids. And I just want to say one other thing. As you see, the parking lot got done, and if you have, thank you. If you haven't, we could use some help, some extra help above the tithes and offerings, so I can get this bill paid for the blacktop. And it looks great, doesn't it? I mean, the whole parking lot, the church with the landscaping, the new carpeting and paint inside. I mean, the church looks really good. And let me tell you what else looks really good. You look really good. The church is, the presence of God is looking really good. The people are responding to the presence of God, the promptings of God, really, really good. So thank you. God bless you. And I hope to see you Sunday as we just go deeper and farther into the presence of God. Find that person of peace in your life today and bless them, and watch what God begins to do in that person of peace, as what you're carrying gets released onto them, and does something very special in their life. God bless you. We love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.